Hey guys, what's up? I am back with a brand new video and it's time to do is check out the performance of the Infinix Note 12 G96 against the Infinix Note 12 with the G88 processor. And the Infinix Note 12 with the G88 processor has a 6GB of RAM, while the Note 12 with the G96 has a 8GB of RAM. On the back we have triple cameras on both phones, and both phones has a main 50 megapixel main camera, f1.6 aperture. Also we have 2 megapixel depth sensor and a AI lens on both phones. And the back on both phones is made up of plastic as well as the frame. Both phones also has a fingerprint scanner on the side. On the bottom we also have a headphone jack on both these two devices. Both phones also has a dual speakers. In this video I'm going to show you how is the MediaTek Helio G96 is stack up against the MediaTek Helio G88. So without any wasting time, let's get right into it. And guys, now let's check out the booting up speed. Here we go. Logo is came up first at the same time on both phones. Also we have Android 11 versus Android 12, but we have XOS version 10.6 on both phones, but Android 11 Android 12, huge difference in the software department. And the Infinix Note 12 with the MediaTek Helio G96 is more faster when it comes to booting up, way faster. And you can see now the Note 12 with the G88 also right behind there, about 2 or 4 second difference there between these two devices. And guys, now let's talk about the displays between these two devices. And both phones has a 6.7 inch Full HD Plus AMOLED display with 60Hz refresh rate, no high refresh rate display on both phones. And both phones also has a U-shaped notch on the top, and you can see I wish that we have punch hole on the Note 12 with the G96, but we still have a U-shaped notch. Everything's closed up in the background, no application is running in the background. Also we have same Wi-Fi network on both phones. Phone dialer, very similar. Opening up settings, a little more faster on the Note 12 with the G96. So now let's go to the display on both phones. Again, no high refresh rate display. Both phones also has a always on display because we have AMOLED display. Now check out some more application. Now let's start off with the Amazon shopping with same Wi-Fi network, and the Note 12 with the G96 is a tiny bit more faster. So now let's see the scrolling, very similar, no lag whatsoever. Both phones is performing very similar. Now check out some games application. Now let's see that how much difference between a G96 versus a G88. So now let's opening up the Candy Crush Saga, and the Candy Crush way faster on the Note 12 with the G96, about 1 or 2 second difference there. Both phones also has a dual speakers. So here is the Note 12 with the G88 looks like. And here is the Note 12 with the G96. Yes, and the speakers is more better on the Note 12 with the G96. Instagram, little more faster on the Note 12 with the G96. Let's see pin out. Pin out also faster on the Note 12 with the G96, and you can see, and the G96 is a much powerful processor as compared to the G88. Opening up Snapchat, this time very similar. Let's see Spotify. Spotify is very similar. Now let's opening up this Subway Surfer. This time, and the Note 12 with the G88 is a tiny bit more faster, about half a second difference there, not a huge difference. So now let's opening up the Temper N2, and we does not have any gaming mode enabled on both phones, but on this Note 12 with the G96 I am seeing this thing. Note 12 with the G96 is a tiny bit more faster again. This time we have about 1 or 2 second difference there, and you can see, and the difference is about 2 or 4 second difference there. So now let's opening up the PUBG Mobile, and the PUBG is open up way faster on the Note 12 with the G96. Also we have Android 12, Android 11, and the Note 12 with the G96 is done, as you can see. And the Note 12 with the G88, now it is also done, about 5 or 6 second difference there. Now let's opening up the Tutor, and that is more faster on the very similar. Now let's open Zedge, and Z is faster on, that is very similar. So now let's see the scrolling. That is face really smooth on both phones, and both phones has a 60 Hz refresh rate, no difference in that area. So last I'm launching the cameras on both phones, default camera application. Now let's see who is going to be the fastest one. Opening up the camera, and the Note 12 with the G96 is way faster. As you can see, both phones has a 50 megapixel main camera, but I can already tell that the back camera is more better on the Note 12 with the G96. So now let's look at the front camera. Both phones has the same 16 megapixel selfie camera, but you can see in the front facing camera is much better on the Note 12 with the G88. With the G96, the front facing camera is little overexposed. Now let's take one picture, and now let me show you, and you can see much better on the Note 12. Okay guys, now let's check out internet browsing speed. I am seeing default Google Chrome on both phones. Opening up Wikipedia, same Wi-Fi network, and the Note 12 with the G96 is a tiny bit more faster. Let's see the scrolling. In the start I see little bit lag, but on the G96 I did not see any lag in the start. So now let's open this on both phones. Again, a little more faster on this G96 Note 12. Let's see the scrolling. Same result, and the 60 Hz looks outdated on both phones, but at least we have AMOLED display, which is the main highlight of this phone. Also, and the haptics on the Note 12 with the G96 is much better as compared to the Note 12 with the G88. Much better, I have to say. So now let's opening up Samsung.com. That is very similar this time. So now let's see the scrolling. Again, really smooth on both phones. 60 Hz, it is also really stable. Most stable I would say on the Note 12 with the G96. So now check out RAM management on both phones. So we have 8 GB of RAM versus a 6 GB. Now let's see that who is perform good in the RAM management. We have a lot of application in the background. Phone dialer, that it seems like refresh. Settings, no refresh. Amazon shopping, refresh on both phones I would say. Let's see Candy Crush Saga, that is not refresh. Instagram, let's see pin out, refresh on the Note 12 with the G96. Snapchat, no refresh. Spotify, Subway Surfer, no refresh. So that's really good thing. RAM management is a tiny bit more better on the Note 12 with the G88 processor. Let's see Temperament 2, no refresh, but we have huge delay on this Note 12. Let's see PUBG Mobile, no refresh. Also in the PUBG Mobile we have smooth graphics with ultra frame rate on both phones, no extreme frame rate. Opening up the tutor, Zedge, opening up camera, and last we're back to the internet browser where we left, and you can see. And guys, over I have to say regarding the apps opening speed, as you can see it is more faster on the Infinix Note 12 with the G96 processor in system-based application as well as in game app loading time, and this phone is showing its performance against the Note 12 with the G88 processor. In terms of the RAM wise, and the Note 12 with the G88 is performing incredible in the RAM management, while on the Note 12 with the G96 we have a lot of refresh. And both phones also has a 5000 mAh battery size with a 33 watt fast charging. So, and that's about it, and thank you so much for watching this speed-test comparison between the Infinix Note 12 with the G96 versus the Infinix Note 12 with the G88 processor. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel for daily tech videos, and follow me on Instagram and Twitter as well, and I will see you in my next video. Peace out.